technique is a technique that Braulio Estima made popular. He legitimized it. Cade's been doing different variations, very similar, but it's slightly different. It's an inverted triangle from the guard, and it seems to be legit even for MMA. The goal really to hit this inverted triangle is to have your leg hooking his head here, and we're controlling his tricep. Any way you can get to this position, you're pretty much there. Because that's what it looks like at the end. He's down here. How do we get there? Well, Braulio sets it up from this position here. It's not the greatest control, it's not the greatest clinch, but if you can control him for a couple seconds and swing your left foot across his chest and snap here, your right leg can pop out at any time to cinch it up. So your right leg is ready to go, ready to pop out. It's just waiting for your left leg to hook here. We're just waiting for it. And if you get in this position, the reason I think it'll work in MMA, I'm pretty damn sure it will, is it's very hard to get hit right here. You can control it a couple seconds, then it's over. All right, so very simple setup, but very effective. So shin across the belly, neck control, tricep control here. And the key is being able to swing your foot across his chest, snatch his head, downward leg curl with tricep control, and then there. Right? Now Cade is going to show his version from half guard. Now in the half guard position, his right leg is trapped. So when he gets to that point, get to the hook his head with your left leg. Once we're here, this whole setup that he's about to show us to get here, obviously, it's all the setups to get to this position. Hooking his head with your left leg, doing a leg curl. But now his right leg is stuck underneath. It isn't free to shoot through and complete the triangle. So the whole goal of this at the end of this technique is how are we going to free that leg? So from the top, okay?
Okay, let's start in a half guard lockdown. Somehow or another we got the Kimura in. He's going to defend the Kimura, and he's good at defense. I always go for the sweep, putting pressure on, and this makes him put his arm down to keep the sweep from happening. What this does is it creates a little space for my left knee. I'm going to switch my hooks, unhook my lockdown, on top. Now, I'm going to bring my knee in, up, and get it right across his neck, and hook here with my foot. Once I'm here, I try to sweep again. A lot of times I'll get it because I can elevate the guy. In this case, I can't. Just like what Eddie was doing, I'm going to bring my toe out, down. Here, I immediately go for a sweep again. He pushes back. Now, with my right hand, in this case, I'm going to do a zombie, come up for the inverted armbar. I will go for this inverted armbar, and I'm pushing away with this leg. What that causes him to do is push into me, go to head and arm control. My left hand...
Head and arm control, Jason.
Head and arm and leg control, yeah. My left hand comes to his tricep. I'm not pulling because this lets him know I want him close. I'm just resting it here, so if he tries to get that arm out, I can keep it there. I'm just worried about keeping it there. I always leave it kind of low on the elbow because a lot of times people grab up here and this person will start to feel a little pressure. So I like to go low. He's going to drive into me. I'll make a noise. I'll relax this leg.
So that he passes. We're trying to get him to pass.
I'll relax this leg. He steps over. This hand comes up to my shin. Get a nice tight triangle. Squeeze. If I can't get the tap, even if my feet are triangle, which is hardly ever, we'll pretend my feet is triangle correctly. I'll come here, S grip, come up to the top of his head.
Okay, one more time.
One more time.
So again, his right leg is stuck underneath, all right? The first half of this drill, or this setup, is just to hook his head. Then once his head is hooked, we have to free our bottom leg by making him want to pass to the right. So that inverted arm bar, it's just a trick to get, I mean, you could actually tap the guy with it, but generally, in this drill, it's to set up, making him push through, taking that head and arm, and passing to your left.
It's real important to set this up that you are threatening with the Kimura. If I'm sitting here relaxed and I'm trying to do my moves, like right now I can't get my knee in to get to the correct setup. What do I have to do? I have to pretend to sweep. Now my leg's out here, comes in, I come in, then I come up. A lot of the time yesterday I saw a lot of people just keep it on knees in like this, and the guy's just gonna pass it. So as soon as you get this in, you come up. And now I'm kind of flat underneath it. I'm not on my side here. Here. I'm even elevating here to try and go for the sweep. I'm going for the sweep, going for the sweep. It's not happening. Come here. Go for the sweep, go for the sweep. It's not happening. Go for inverted arm bar. I start going for the inverted arm bar. He drives into me, gets head on. Done deal.
That's so real. Is there any way to untrack your leg if he doesn't go to pass?
Is there any way to untrap your leg if he doesn't try to pass?
If he doesn't try and pass,
He's still waiting out.
well, when you attack, then just go back to the inverted armbar. Or they're always going to try and go one direction or another, otherwise you're stuck. Just wait for him to move. If he goes to pass, you choke him. If he goes to pass the opposite way, you can sweep there.
Let's see the sweep really quick.
So, there's a sweep, and as we learned the other day, there's also, you can omoplata. So, we're in here, he smells it out. He decides to go the other way.
Do that again, nice and slow.
Because I'm holding his tricep, I can pull his base out. So we're here, he's got head and arm control. He decides he wants to pass the other leg. I straighten my leg and I pull up here. And I want to get on top. If I'm like this, he's just going to come back up on top of me. So you want to get on his chest. Sorry. And then D's move is the omoplata. If the guy goes the other way. So here, he goes to pass the other direction, other direction, other direction.
Okay, what's the, maybe this is like an obvious question, but what's to get him from just upping that leg, is it the leg curl that keeps him from just throwing that leg,
off.
and just saying, I'll take half guard, you know?
He was already in half guard.
It's going to be hard for him to reach up and pull my leg off of
Just from here, like say,
Well, how's he going to pull the leg off?
like, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to grasp. If I let go here, maybe. But I'm holding this tricep. I'm just keeping it here. So if he goes to reach, I'm just going to hold.
So that's more important than the leg curl, the gripping of the tricep?
You need both.
Yeah. There's no greater importance.